All right, everybody. Welcome to the first College Uncles podcast. I'm here with my buddy Ben.
You're
Just gonna kind of run you through kind of how this idea came to be. So I'm like the last person that ever would think that I'd be sitting here recording myself talk because A, I never thought anybody ever would want to hear it. B, I usually think I'd run out of things to talk about. But we're here. So I've done this thing in the past. It's the Viva Snapchat stories, my private story that kind of evolved into something a lot bigger than I ever thought it would be. I thought it would just kind of be my weekend summed up. You know, obviously you get a little loose on the weekends and some things happen that are usually pretty funny and you want your friends to see it. And it kind of took form of a vlog or a podcast, and I've had people tell me that, hey, you should get into vlogging. And when I think of vlogs, I think of the guys that are walking down the street with their arm out, like looking like absolute jackasses. Instead, we're doing it in a bedroom. So, hey. But kind of how College Uncles came to be, it obviously was that private store that I used to run. Still will do some stuff with it. But kind of how I am, I feel like I have the best network of friends in the fucking world. I mean, I bet you a lot of people feel that way. But I swear there's so many stories that need to be told and so many sides of things that people just need to see. And that's why we're going to do something a little bit more concrete. Talk about some serious stuff and also kind of throw a twist of humor on it. Kind of like a Barstool-ish, no bullshit type of deal. Just because I feel like there's this facade that's kind of created by social media and how things are these days where people aren't shown how they actually are. They just want to post their best side. And I'm guilty to it. I feel like everybody is. And there's definitely a lot more exposure to that than there has been in the past. But I'm here to talk about things that could be, I mean, we could do like what we're doing right now. This is going to be the first weekend update. And it's not going to be much serious stuff being talked about for this one. But there's also going to be I'm going to have some guests of mine, friends from high school, friends that I used to play sports with that are now professional athletes. But the common ground that me and most of my friends have, and even those that are a little older and younger, you're either going to go through the weird times in your early 20s or you already have. And especially now that COVID's a thing and our entire world is completely different and there's almost no way to get through it. So I'm trying to give people some kind of relatability to each other and share their stories, whether they're a pro athlete, normal college student that just is in a fraternity, or say like a college athlete like me and Ben here. So I feel like there's a lot of stories to be told, and I almost want to have more of a compassionate view with a twist of humor, because I'll tell you what, I can be as serious as can be, but I also can't remember the last weekend I've missed. So I like to try and do both sides, and that's kind of what this is going to turn into. So without further ado, we're going to do our first weekend update on our College Uncles podcast. So Ben, here's an introduction for you. Let's hear about yourself.
What's up, ladies and gents? My name is Ben. I play rugby at Queens. I'm 6'8", 290 pounds. I feel like that should just be out there for the future of this podcast.
Hey, just so I'm not fooling anybody. Yeah, so that makes a little bit more sense.
I'm a big boy. My family fed me well. But yeah, bro, Fitz brought this idea to me, man. And I was like, the stories that I've heard and the stories that I can tell just at our dainty-ass Queens University of Charlotte, you know?
Yeah.
And like this mother, he travels to state school every other day, you know? So I feel like he's got 3, 4, 10 times the stories I do. But I'm here for the good times and laugh along with him. So appreciate you.
And disclaimer, we're a friends, network, and people first podcast. We're going to use a lot of pronouns.
Yeah.
No one's getting incriminated here. We have a lot to lose.
Fact.
So that's the big disclaimer here. So a lot of stories to tell. Some might not scrape the public eye for many legal reasons, but there's still a lot to be shared. And without further ado, how was your weekend, man?
Where's my beer? So it was my big 2-1 this week, man. I want to say this week because I swear we got drunk as fuck all week. We started on Monday. I ended up throwing up in a brewery bathroom at 9 p.m. because apparently, due to COVID, on Mondays they close the bars at 9 fucking p.m. Is that not outrageous? During quarantine, you'd think people during quarantine, you know, they don't have shit else to do. Might as well go drink, right?
You know what quarantine means?
Dude, whatever. Anyway, so Monday night that happened. Tuesday, man. So I had kind of like a come to God moment with myself where I was like, damn.
Staring over the toilet in a brewery.
Yeah, you know, I was like, you know, maybe it's time that I just switch it up. You know, like I'm getting a little chubby. I've been out of rugby workouts for the past,
That's tough.
you know, 4 or 5 months. We're not allowed to talk to our coaches, meet up with teammates, anything like that. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna switch to hard liquor. You know, so Tuesday night rolls around. And I'm like, dude, my man Fitz is always talking about Pink Whitney. I'm gonna look at this shit. You know, so I went to my local ABC. It is $13 for a fifth of this shit. And let me tell you,
$13.86 after tax.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need. So I was like, hey man, might as well mix this up a little bit. I want to stay. It was a Catan night for us, so that game lasts forever. We do it all the time. I was like, I'm gonna make my version, jeez, version of vodka Red Bull. So I got my Pink Whitney, went to the gas station. Instead of getting Red Bull, I didn't want the calories again, right? You know, so I got Bangs. So I got 3 Blue Raz Bang Energies. And we get to the house, man, and they're going down real easy. You know, when you just pour it into like a Yeti cup and it's not clear.
Yeah, there's no dimension. You have no idea. You look down, and it's like, this is a heavy cup. It's a really heavy cup, and then it's heavy and empty.
Yeah, so I went through about 2 or 3 of those, and then about 30 minutes, 2 of my Bangs were gone, and I had about maybe a third of the bottle left. And at that point, I was like, what have I gotten myself into? You know, so... in the night, we've been playing Catan all night. I am fucked. I don't even know how I continued playing the game. Dude, I woke up in the morning, man. I got hit by a fucking truck, you know.
First thing that pops in your head, though.
Dude.
What happens in the morning after?
Yeah. First thing that happens in the morning? Shit, man.
There's one realization you have to have. Because no one goes out to get drunk anymore. You go out to hydrate with your friends.
Yeah, dude, who the fuck put alcohol in my water, man? It's just outrageous.
It's the real pandemic these days, kids.
Dude, I am telling you. I was trying to stay hydrated. I want to be a little energized, so I bought some Bangs. Then I fucking wake up in the morning just like...
It happened again.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Outrageous.
But hey, hate to hear it. Can't act like I've never been there. But at the same time, Pink Leader. You guys are learning about Pink Leader, but... You cannot catch me on the weekend without some Pink Whitney. Free ad plug. Hey. Going against the Spit and Chicklets, not a big deal. That's a free ad if you guys ever see this. But yeah, I mean, hey, birthday weekend only happens once a year.
Yeah. Weekend we just went out to a bunch of breweries. I ended up throwing up in another brewery bathroom. It was the same, you know. But anyway,
bad week to be a janitor at a brewery.
Dude, I mean, what goes in, you know, majority of it comes out. And when, you know, when your drinks are getting bought for you, when you're,
that happens. And it's stuff you don't plan on buying. Stuff gets mixed up, the stomach vortex, and then it all falls out.
Oh,
but hey, all right. Well, that's enough throw up for so far.
Yeah, bro. Tell me about your weekend. How was your weekend?
You know, all right, you guys are learning how me and my friend group can't do anything normal ever. So, got a text from one of my buddies that he got a reimbursement from the school. What does he do with that reimbursement, you guys might ask? So many things you can do with a reimbursement from school that you don't expect to have. That reimbursement took shape of a 30-foot tall water slide. And there was a lot of planning ahead of time when that happened, too. So we had time to, you know, text some friends from out of town, got a good group together, visited some friends that I hadn't seen in a while. And, it just kind of, it got out of hand. Started a little early. Someone may or may not have dropped a few alcohol droplets in my water that I play beer.
That's crazy, bro. They're everywhere.
I only play beer dye with water. It's almost like the dye falls in and then it just woof.
Yeah.
But anyway, so got to celebrate my buddy's birthday. It's good to see all the fellas. Labor Day weekend's also a little dangerous because you wake up with a hangover and you still have 2 days. Mm-hmm. So
it's time to chase that dog, bro.
Very hydrated. Got to visit some boys at High Point. Try not to name drop because, you know, we're People First podcast. Dude, but you guys know who you are. Got to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Been way too long. That's basically it. Got to go home, see my pops, grab some stuff for the house. Nothing crazy. But it's been weird, though. Like, going to visit those guys. Online school.
Dude.
It's the fact that we still pay full price for it is beyond me.
Dude, it's outrageous. And another thing, bro. It's harder for me, man. This online school. Because, like, the ability... Because we do live on such a small campus, and you you see the people that you're in class with every day. So say you forget about assignment 3 hours before, it's, you know, and you just bump into somebody like, hey, did you get that done? Fuck no, but I'm going to, you know.
You get that day of reminder.
Yeah, and now you get no reminders. It's, you know, I got a 53 on my first discussion post in applied decision making.
You going to class? You do that assignment? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I feel on that. And I'm also like, I mean, you can agree with me on this. We're both pretty social people.
Yeah.
And not being able to see everybody like in passing, like people that I wouldn't see not that I forget, but honestly, I just used to love just going, sitting out in the quad, hanging out, seeing who you pass by. But it's weird. And in-class participation is something I used to really bank on.
Yeah,
but,
fact.
It's tough out there right now.
Dude, I mean, it's hard when you wake up for that 8 a.m. and it's so tempting to just be like, camera off, mute. I'll see you guys at 50. It's
Yeah.
Like, and then also the motivation to even like, I'm drinking, playing COD. It's either like drink, play COD, go to my 155. Like raise up the computer. I was like, I can miss that. I can.
That's so that's kind of touching on it though. The glory of a small school.
Man,
I feel like I know everybody, but then sadly, I know everybody. So it's after. Yeah. So I'm a victory lap senior because I couldn't give up the dream of playing Division II lacrosse because I'm a freaking hero. But
it's beauty right there.
Yeah, beauty league. But so after 5 years, you start to at least meet a lot of people and a lot of the same familiar faces, and usually paths intertwine. We're not going to go deep into that in any capacity, but paths intertwine, and especially at a school the size of a Walmart parking lot, you can step on some toes without even meaning to and have no idea. Especially when your school's divided up into factions. So it's like, way to put it. I'm not going to put a number to it, but divide our school in half. I'd say half students are athletes, I'd say.
Yeah.
Divide those teams, boy, girl. Let's just say half and half, Title IX. Hope they got it right.
Yeah.
We do enough seminars online. I hope they got it right.
I'm about to blow my fucking... We still had... We're not even on campus with these girls. And did the girls have to do it too? I wonder what theirs looks like. I wonder what
Yeah, I never thought about that.
Like, is theirs the same as ours?
I mean, just basically, I guess they should just do a seminar on how to watch your DM slides. Just keep it clean, guys.
Dude, it's outrageous. But
blue checks on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, fellas. You don't need any of that.
Oh my god, bro.
But So keeping on with that. So we've already divided the school into a quarter, right? So half athletes, half girls, half guys. So there's a quarter. I mean, of the other gender. We're not getting into that shit either.
Chill, bro. This is our first episode.
We're not getting into it.
All right, that's right.
We're not getting into it. We don't incriminate. So I lost my thought.
Maybe that should be our motto. We don't incriminate. Sorry,
we don't incriminate. No, it's live responsibly. TM. Watch out there. None of you guys would take that. All 8.5 people are gonna see this. But yeah. Anyway, so divide those teams. Say there's probably like 5 that we hang out with on a normal basis. There's some that I've never met a single person.
Nope.
So let's say with that 5 team, talk to one person on that team. Maybe you
blacklist.
Maybe you get maybe two.
Well, like when you're as big as me, bro, you hook up with one of those girls on the team,
and there's no more beds left.
Yeah, it's like shut up, bitch. No, it's you hook up with one of those girls on the team, bro, and it's like Big Ben, and they're like, oh, the fucking
Big Ben.
Yeah, like okay, noted. It's just like that's it.
Yeah. All right, we're tiptoeing right now, so
I know we are.
Don't incriminate. But yeah, so we touched pretty good on the small school part, but back to the online. It's weird not seeing everybody. You'll see the guys on my team I see the guys I keep in touch with, but obviously in passing, it's hard to meet the new people. If there's any transfers, I really feel bad for them because it's so hard to meet the new people. But the unspoken category of new people, freshmen right now. Ooh. They have so much power that they have no idea how to handle. They usually at our school, you have to, in years past, you have to be a senior to live off campus. Mm-hmm. These kids are fresh out of their mama's nest and they have apartments and houses and fake IDs and steering wheels and all this stuff. And just put those things together, it doesn't mix very well, especially in a big suburban city. So that's been something I'm kind of nervous for those people, but trying to, at least make sure.
I don't know. I felt like I was more out of pocket living on campus than off, man, because I could just go to somebody's house and just get
but it wasn't your house. Imagine if it's just like you're sitting there. It's like I got nothing else to do. And
fair.
Usually they used to not have cars on campus, so that was never a factor either. So there's no extra factor there about driving. But and it all kind of matters how your upperclassmen took care of you. I was blessed with 3 years of guys above me that were absolute beauticians. Like you guys made, at least, especially my freshman year, you guys, you know who you are.
Same.
That poor house. But man, what a time.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing about the freshmen though. They got to be using dating app like fucking LinkedIn. You know, they gotta be like Tinder is their brand.
That's
new,
true.
Like,
it's networking. Dude, that's how they network. Yeah,
bro, outrageous. You know, for instance, a little freshie. You know, maybe 20K or followers on Instagram. Yeah. 5th year senior.
No.
You say.
We don't incriminate.
Just but, you never know.
No, and that takes us into. I feel old now because I was like I'm usually pretty good with social media and stuff like that. Dude, TikTok. So my 3 stepsisters, or not my stepsister. Long story short, they're basically my stepsisters. It's okay. Anyway, family stuff. They're pretty. They have a good presence on there. They like all like one's in a sorority at a college, and they are all doing their their challenges and all that shit. But yeah, so like they put me on there. I downloaded it because they threw me on there, and I'm just like going through the feed, and I'm like, man, there's some cute girls on here. Like I'll click on the page. It's like, oh, I'm 11. Like, okay, obviously not 11, but it's like, dude, what are they feeding these kids? Like, I feel like when I was 15, I was wearing like Osiris's still and had Bieber flow. Like I don't know, like yeah, and then these kids have these people have like mansions for doing dances, dude. Like these TikTok kids, man. Like dude, it's a changing of the guard because if they don't have boys, because if my friends growing up saw me do that,
get the shit.
That'd be the last time they saw me.
Their boys are dancing with them, bro. Have you heard the Bryce Hall story?
I don't even know who the kid is.
Dude, this guy, super popular TikToker.
Great.
Massive Hollywood.
Does he have this? Like the fucking shaved sides?
Dude, that's bro. We're gonna have to pull up a picture on this because that's a perfect. But anyway, fuck. Millions of followers on TikTok. So we're in a pandemic right now. Fat mansion in Hollywood Hills. The Attorney General of California, shut off his power because he was throwing massive mansion parties every day.
Dude, I mean, how do kids get there? They all don't have their fucking license yet.
That's what I'm saying. It's outrageous. But he's in a legal battle with the Attorney General of California, or maybe Los Angeles. I don't fucking know. For throwing they turned his water off. They turned his power off. They're trying to throw him in fucking jail. And this kid's 19 years old with millions of dollars.
Oh, he's 19. Okay, I thought he was like...
I don't give a fuck how old he is, but he's, That
makes me jealous.
Dude, it's outrageous.
I am like tight, cause dude, fuck.
What would you do? I mean,
millions of dollars. I don't even know what I would do with it.
That's crazy.
I would donate it to charity.
Yeah.
Okay. But dude, that's... TikTok's a whole new... I mean, obviously there's some cool stuff that comes out of it. I see some really funny shit, and there's some creative stuff.
Dude, yes.
But like, I mean, I'm still a loyal Vine guy. I hate to say it. Yeah, sadly, it gave birth to Jake Paul, but other than that, like, it's pretty good. But yeah, I just feel behind the curve for the first time in a while. I missed the Fortnite curve too. That's the other thing.
Dude, Fortnite, man, fuck that shit. Yeah. Warzone, fuck that shit. Fuck.
Oh yeah, I'm behind that too.
I love the game. Might end up being a gaming segment of this. I don't know. I gotta consult with the CEO here.
Content guys.
Yeah, fact. But this shit is just outrageous. A multi-billion. We're totally getting off track here. But
it's a pod. Hey, yeah. Take it where we take it.
Multi-billion-dollar company will not get an anti-cheat for the biggest game in the world right now. Like, is that not out? There's still hackers. There's so many hackers. And if you look at like rankings, there are people with hundreds of thousands of kills, wins. And it's just because they can fucking put a little cheat in.
Speaking of hundreds of thousands of kills, Biz, I really hope you're listening to this one, buddy.
I don't even know that reference, but hey.
He's a Spit and Chicklets guy.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen, I'm new to the podcast world, but I've been wanting to get into it. My guy, offered it to me, and I'm, loving it.
Tire pump. Another one. There All right, yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, dude, it's crazy, bro. The gaming world. I feel like that too. That industry is just majorly spiked because of nobody's doing shit, right? You got these fucking 6-year-olds grinding COD and fucking Fall Guys that can, just like absolutely killing their game like nonstop. And TikTok's helped that too because the only thing that's on my For You page is of age women shaking their ass and Call of Duty.
Dude, my biggest fear is like, imagine if like you start making those dancing TikToks, not even from the wrath you get from your boys, but imagine having like a job interview or something.
Fact.
And like, I already worry about what I post on Instagram because of other like collegiate stuff, like coaches, and let alone obviously it's good for us because businesses do see that stuff.
Yeah.
But imagine like, hey, like you did really well, like you qualified for everything, but can you explain this? And it's them doing the fucking WAP thing, like, yeah, sorry, as much as you qualify for this, we can't have this in our office. Like, imagine like not getting a job because of that.
Dude, well, that's why I don't fucking do it. I just watch and observe and laugh. Like it's just
fair enough,
dude. But
and so good things. We got sports back, so that's keeping me sane. NHL playoffs are still going, and that's really helping me out. And hopefully this, I mean, obviously, this is our first run. So however this goes, feel free. I mean, we got the Instagram page up. We're going to work on getting like that SoundCloud thing going. Maybe even YouTube if you guys want to look at us. Probably not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a public thing. So we're going to try not to incriminate. Try not to, you know, we're going to live responsibly. Keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the world. Maybe a few rants every now and then. See if something funny happens during the week. But yeah, it's just something I'm doing just to, I mean, obviously keep people A, entertained, and B, once we start getting to more serious things instead of just spitballing, it'll be cool. See what it turns into. But obviously gonna take some critique. Still gonna, I mean, it's my fucking podcast. But anyway, well, hey, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hey, first ever episode. So remember me when I'm living in the fucking, what's that kid's house? Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall's mansion.
Yeah, when I'm cleaning up his dog shit.
The Sway house.
Yeah, yeah, great. Okay. Well, hey,
incriminate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Well, hey, appreciate you guys. Till next time.
Peace.